Yo, what is going on, my BDG brothers, man? Look, I'm bringing you a center slash power forward build that has 80 ball control, Hall of Fame defense, Hall of Fame playmaking, and contact finishes, bro. And it can shoot. But before we get into that, look at the sub count. I need y'all to help me get to 1K. Man, this is a struggle. I'm fighting for my fucking life. Help me. That was obviously a joke. I'm not fighting for my life. But if you do want to sub, you know, just go ahead and do that for me. But other than that, let's get on to this build, man. Look, the pie chart you want to get is the red and yellow pie chart. That's the play glass. But for our physical pie chart, I'm gonna go with speed, but you can choose balance if you want. I wouldn't, do any other ones besides those two. But if you're gonna choose one, choose speed, bro. You're gonna need it. Now, before we get into actually making the build, we have 3 builds, right? This is the pick and roll center build, right? This is gonna have no shooting in it. The next build will. So what you want to do with the finishing is just max everything out except for your post hook. That's the only thing you're gonna leave out, and we're gonna put that at, let's see, I think it was 35 if I remember correctly. Yeah, 35. That'll give you 12 badges. Don't touch your shooting. This build will have no shooting whatsoever. Your pass accuracy, you want that at a 76. Your ball handle at a 65, and your post moves at a 54. That'll give you 19 badges in total. Now moving on to the defense, interior D, you want that at a 72. Perimeter D and lateral quickness, you want both at 68. Your steal, you want at a 53. That'll give you 3 badges. Your block at an 82, 11 right there. Offensive rebound, 82 as well, and defensive rebound, 86. That'll give you 21 defensive badges. And in total, that is 53 badges, my guy. Now, I know you're looking at the ball handle, be like, bro, this motherfucker lied to us. He can't dribble. Hold on. We're gonna make the height 6'7". Now, I know the 77 is not enough to unlock pro dribble moves, but at 98, you will be able to unlock those pro dribble moves, man. You'll be able to do the Curry slide and everything with a center build. This shit is insane, bro. Now, the weight, since you have 21 defensive badges, you have the liberty to do whatever you want. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. I don't like going all the way to minimum, because that's not how I do it, man. Now, for the wingspan, this is how you get contact dunks. With a max wingspan, you get an 81 drive and dunk. At 99, you get +4 attributes. 81 + 4, that's 85. You know what you unlock at 85? Fucking contact dunks, bro. So not only do you have contact dunks, you can get pro dribble moves and get glass take. Now, if you are playing the center position with this build, do not choose rim protector, slasher, or playmaker. Go with glass cleaner. It is the best take for anybody that's a center. It's literally, it's just super fucking valuable, bro. It's super valuable. You gonna need that. Now, I made this build at a point guard, but you don't get contact dunks. That's why I made it at a power forward, and it really makes sense. You don't want no guard doing that shit. But at power forward, you can get contact dunks. But let's move on to build number 2, man. Alright, so for build number 2, we're gonna build it a little bit differently, but it's the same pie chart. It's the same type of build. Now, with the physical profile, I'm gonna choose balance for one reason. You're not gonna have the same amount of defensive badges, so you can't have the luxury of just doing minimum speed, because you are gonna get bullied. Now, the attributes, you want your close shot at an 82, your driving layup at a 72, your driving dunk at a 75, your standing dunk at a 77, and your post hook, we just not gonna touch that. Now, for your shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, put that at 67, your 3-point shot at 59, your free throw at a 79, and your post fade, we're gonna have this at 53. You'll get around 8 badges. I think that's enough to shoot corner. It's not really a super elite shooting build, but it does what it needs to do. That's shoot corner. Now, for your playmaking, you just want to max everything out except for your post moves. You want that at a 70. You get 18 playmaking badges. A little bit overkill for a center, but for the defensive slash rebounder, you want your interior D max, your perimeter D max, your lateral quickness max, and your defensive rebound at 86. This will give you 12 defensive badges. Now, I know that's not a lot for a lot of defensive builds, but if you want to be able to shoot consistently from like the corner or something like that, you're gonna have to sacrifice your defense, and it's the most value, because if you take your playmaking off instead of the defense, you're getting rid of potentially 18 badges instead of just like 6. And to me, that's huge, because I'm not gonna lose 18 compared to 6 badges. That's just not how I'm gonna make my builds. Now, the height, is gonna be the same. The weight, you can really do anything you want. You could do minimum, but you are gonna get bullied in the paint. You don't have a lot of defense, remember that. So for the weight, I'm gonna do a little bit over the default. I'm gonna do 240. I think I'm gonna just leave it at 240. That's good enough. You get 79 speed, 77 acceleration, 71 strength, and 81 vertical. Now again, you still can get contact dunks, you still can get pro dribble moves at 99, and although you got a mediocre shooting stat, you will still generate enough threat for people to not leave you wide the fuck open. You know, as long as you're running with a guard that has diamond and floor general, I think you'll be fine. And obviously you can't get glass or rim take, so since you have a lack of speed and vert and all that stuff, I say go with the slash and takeover because it gives you plus 10 speed, plus 10 speed with ball, and plus 10 vertical. Everyone thinks that a block rating will affect your block. Well, obviously it will, but no attribute affects your jump animations than vertical. Vertical will always give you a good jump animation. My 6'5" point guard gets more blocks with a 99 vert than any defensive build I've ever made. I don't know why. It has to do with the vert. I'm convinced it is the vertical, bro. But enough talking about that shit. Let's move on to build number 3. This is the final build. Let's go, man. All right, so we gonna build this shit the same. It's all the same, bro. This is 3 versions of the same build. It's just what play style you got. We're gonna go with the speed pie chart this time as well. This build will have 90 speed, so stay in tune for that. Yo, close shot. Actually, we're not gonna touch it in this build. I'm not gonna lie. We're not touching that shit. Don't touch close shot, bro. Don't touch that shit. Driving layup, you want it at 71. Your driving dunk, you want it at 75, and your standing dunk at 77. This will give you 6 badges. That's the bare minimum to get contact dunks. Your mid-range shot, you want that at 67. Your 3-point shot at a 59, and your free throw at a 79. Your post fade, also you want that at a 35. That'll give you 6 badges as well. That's perfect for corner. Your pass accuracy at a 75, your ball handle 65, and your post moves at a 54. You will get 14 badges here. That's perfectly enough, to be honest. And for your defense, you want interior D at 75, your perimeter D at 68, lateral quickness at 68, steal at 69, block at 81, and defensive rebound at 86. That will give you around 18 badges. So right now you're looking at 6, 6, 14, and 18. I prefer this over the last build, but that's just my preference because I'm a little bit faster. The height, we're gonna make it 6'7", and the weight, we're just gonna make it minimum. We will get 90 speed with this build, and like I said before, you gotta have maximum wingspan to get contact dunks. That's the only way. There's no other way to do this shit, bro. Now the takeover, I'm gonna choose rim, just for the fact that you can't really choose glass, and I don't want playmaking or slasher takeover. You can really choose any, and I say that for every build. Like, if you wanted to choose fucking playmaking take with the first build I made, go ahead, bro. It's your build. Like, I'm just giving you what I think is good and what I think is gonna work. Obviously you can choose anything you want, from pie chart, from physical profile, all that shit. You can do anything, bro. The only thing I will say is make it at power forward. If you're making this build, make it at a power forward and make it have max wingspan. That is the only way you get contact dunks with this build. Anything else you can fuck around with. I don't care what you do. Just make sure those 2 things are consistent. But other than that, man, I'm BDG. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope y'all, you know, found this useful in some way, even if you didn't make the build. I'm gonna go and head out. I got some gameplay coming up. I'm just working on that LaMelo Ball build, aka the 6'8" point guard build. Gameplay gonna be coming soon. Don't worry about it, man. But other than that, peace out, y'all. Have a good one.